Welcome to Daily Steps from One Extraordinary Marriage, where we outline simple steps that you can take to have the ultimate marriage adventure. I'm Tony DeLorenzo, your co-host, along with my beautiful wife, Elisa. In today's show, we answer the question, how do we share with family that my husband is going to be the stay-at-home dad?
This wife went on to say, I'm pregnant with number 4, and that's the tipping point for finances where either my spouse or I should stay home. It's more beneficial for me to be the one to work full-time and my husband to be a stay-at-home dad. I have a higher salary, better benefits, more vacation, etc. How do we deal with family who may perceive such a move by us as the idea that my husband cannot provide?
That's a great question. And it still amazes me, man. We're in 2018, and I'm stamping this to think that, goodness, I mean, there are so many stay-at-home dads, and they're amazing.
Well, and I want to say to this listener, first of all, congrats on baby number 4.
Yeah.
You know, it's an exciting time for all of you. And this is an area where it wasn't because of the number of children, but because of family dynamics that Tony and I really understand. Because, you know, early in our marriage, family, very involved. Extended family, by that I mean. And it became very necessary for us to carve out space where we had to make our own traditions, where we were making our own decisions, and where we had to learn how to convey that information to our extended family.
Yeah.
Right? Because family, God bless them, they want to be able to comment on all of the, what are you doing and why are you doing it? And partly because they're protective.
True.
Right. And partly because, you know, sometimes family's got nothing better to do. And in this place, in this season where the two of you are looking to go, okay, you know, we're going to create a shift here because we realize how this all pencils out. We realize, and like the childcare cost thing, that is no joke. Right. Some of you are probably spending more than you would be for like a college tuition to put your kids through childcare. And so when you get to that point where it's a financial decision and one that you've looked at all of these different facts and you know what your truths are, now it becomes time, because they all want to chime in on what you're going to do, to actually convey those truths and facts to family. And we had to walk through this ourselves, right? Not in the childcare thing, but one of the biggest boosts that you can do for yourself is actually to address those objections before they have a chance to. And that's actually a little relationship tip for every relationship that you have. If you're going into a situation that may potentially be confrontational and you know what some of those objections are going to be, like in this case, you know, she says to all of us as we read the question, you know, there's going to be questioning his ability to provide. And I love that, because even as we were preparing for the show, what did you say about him? About the husband as far as how he is providing? Oh,
yeah. I mean, I think about this from a standpoint of he's providing to raise these kids to be upstanding citizens. And there's no greater honor for a mother or a father to do this. And I guess my head goes to the financial place of things. I'm very practical in this area where I just sort of go, okay, that makes sense. I mean, why wouldn't you do this? You have the higher salary, you have the better benefits, you have more vacation time. Now, there's going to be a dynamic that's going to change between you guys, but that's not what this show's about. It's about sharing that with the family. And I would tell the family that. And as the husband even, he's going to have to be able to stand up and say, I'm okay with this. Because this is the decision that we made together as our family unit. And hey, go for it. He may even want to start a little side thing that just he wants to do. So he feels like, hey, he's adding value to the family. Elisa did this for many years in our family. I was running another business that we had. She was home with the kids, and yet she still did some direct sales stuff. You know what I mean? It brought in money. It helped out, but that was what she wanted to do. And I think the biggest thing is for your husband specifically to be the one to say, I'm okay with this. I'm fine. If I have a problem with it, that's between me and my wife. But overall, I'm good with this and I'm excited. I think the other side of it is really showing the family and letting them know, like Elisa said, nip the opposition in the butt and show the positive
Absolutely.
of what this looks like.
You know, as you do that, you provide that united front. And here's the thing. If you have 4 kids.
Yes. You have to have a united front. You have 4 kids.
You have to have a united front. So this is just more practice for that, but you're going in the opposite direction, right? We're so quick to talk about providing a united front to our children. As husbands and wives, it's also important that we provide a united front to our parents. So whether that means that the two of you sit down and have a conversation together with whoever may be the loudest voices in opposition to this, or the loudest folks with concerns, and you say, hey, we just want to talk to you about what's going to be happening with baby number 4 coming, right? And the biggest thing that the two of you can do is to be proactive.
Yes, be proactive. And they just may not ever get it. I mean, I love my mom to death. She still doesn't even understand how we record and do stuff here at One Extraordinary Marriage. She doesn't. And yet I have just told her time and time again that, hey, this is what we do. This is how we provide. It's all good. Don't worry about it. We're doing fine. And you got to just move on and just be like, hey, sometimes they just don't get it. And it's okay. It's okay. You still love them. And yet you're doing what you know is going to be the best for your family. If dealing with family is an area of your marriage that you are feeling challenged with, coaching can help. For more information on coaching with Elisa, check out oneextraordinarymarriage.com/coaching.